I don't know, maybe that's why we look young. I don't know. I eat it too. Yeah, okay guys, like I'm a dietitian. I eat. Hi everyone, Michelle Jaelin here, registered dietitian. Today I'm here to talk to you about my top 10 nutrition trends for 2020. Before I get into that, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and be sure to like and comment and subscribe. So, top nutrition trends of 2020. So the first one I'd like to say is definitely plant-based. Plant-based is a big thing and it's been something that's being more and more popular as the years have gone on. But something in particular about plant-based is we're not only seeing plant-based in the form of like alternative meats, like you'd see a lot with like tempeh and soy, but we're seeing a lot of now different types of flours. So pasta made from a legume flour, so made from like a chickpea flour is a big thing, and other plant-based snacks which are getting a lot bigger now coming up. My next one, and this is one of my favorite ones, is actually about decreasing food waste. Now, I don't know about you, but I've grown up in an immigrant family and you just didn't waste food if you could. It just wasn't really a thing. So I've never really been one to be a really big food waster, and because I am a foodie and so is my spouse, we are very careful about like our food waste. So, but that is definitely a trend moving forward, and that kind of ties into the whole thing about sustainable nutrition. So number 3, mocktails. Now, drinking alcohol is not as popular as it once was, right? So now mocktails have become increasingly more popular, and we're actually seeing a lot of like non-alcoholic spirits. I don't know if you've seen some of them out there, but I've definitely seen them in health food stores. But that's something, as well, it's getting bigger, is going sober and not having alcohol. And you know, that might be a good thing in terms of the health benefits of giving up alcohol. My next one is adaptogens. So people are like, what are adaptogens? Now, the way I had to explain it in like, even like to my partners, I said an example of adaptogen is lingju. Lingju is like a medicinal mushroom. So Westerners would probably call it reishi mushroom. So it's a special kind of mushroom. It's supposed to help with inflammation, also help things with mood. And the thing that I find really interesting is that a lot of times things become food trends once in North America, once it's been discovered by like, I don't know who sets it. Maybe it's Dr. Oz who decides what the next big thing is. I have no idea. But a lot of these things, like things like lingju mushroom, are things that like people of my culture have been eating for years and years and years, and drinking for years and years. And you know, a lot of times I hear things like, oh, you know, I drink this because you know it helps with my mood or my skin or something like that. So that's nothing new to me, and it's the same thing with things like goji berries and whatnot. Like I don't know. I guess it's a way of, in a way, taking the other food cultures and then turning them into like these big food fad things, just kind of to please like the North American crowd. I don't know. There's something really massive about it, and if you have any thoughts about that, let me know with a comment what you think about the whole craze around like discovering some exotic food from another part of the world that's meant to give us these different health benefits when really they've been enjoyed by those people for centuries. Another one there too, and this is going on to my next one, is Ayurveda. Ayurveda is a form of, if you've ever practiced yoga, there's this thing called Ayurvedic medicine. It's something that's seen as more holistic. And I first heard about it years and years ago from like a yoga instructor who was telling me about it, but now I've seen it pop up everywhere. So again, it's a more holistic health type of thing. It's about finding your type and what kind of type you are, and that dictates your type is going to help you in terms of different foods that you may eat or foods you should avoid in order for you to achieve your best health. So that's another one. Going on with plant-based, another one is plant-based milks. I want to talk in particular about this because dairy is something that, you know, people are want less and less of. But I don't always think that every single plant-based milk out there is necessarily equivalent to cow's milk, if that makes sense. Not that I'm like, you know, super yay cow's milk as well, but some of the other milks you see there, you know, almond, you know, rice, that kind of thing, nutritionally they're just not the same. They're not the same as, you know, something like soy, which for some reason a lot of people don't like soy. I still think it's okay. I still think it's good, and this is my professional opinion as a registered dietitian. And full disclosure, I don't work with a soy company. So another one I could say is decreasing in added sugars. And this has come from Health Canada. Health Canada has actually put out a new food label, It's also the same, something similar in the US, where what they're doing is they're going to label the sugar amount, supposed to be more helpful for consumers. So because of that, we might see a decrease in food companies wanting to put added sugars in different food products because they're required to list them now. So that could be a good thing as well. And when I say added sugars, I mean like high fructose corn syrup and just a whole other bunch of added sugars that are usually in a lot of packaged collagen infusions. Yes, collagen infusions. They come in a white powder. I can show you one that I actually have right now. This is a collagen supplement I got at a trade show, at a health food trade show, and it's like a powder. I think this one comes from fish because it's a marine one. You mix it in water or whatever, and then you drink it. Now these I find kind of particularly funny because we don't actually know if ingesting dietary collagen will actually make a difference in our skin and actually make our skin more plump and young looking or that kind of thing, or give your skin more collagen through digesting it, right? So the reason why I find this particularly funny is because chicken feet, duck feet, all those things that Chinese people, traditionally eat it. Like my grandmother eats like them a lot. We call them feng jiao, the Chinese chicken feet, and those are actually really high in collagen as well. Don't see them being sold as a health food product. So again, another thing I find really, really funny is that the irony of here we have something that's now become so big, whereas like my people have been eating it for a long, long time. And I don't know, maybe that's why we look young. I don't know. I eat it too. Yeah. Okay, guys, like I'm a dietitian. I eat chicken feet. It's part of my culture. I eat it. I didn't eat it when I was a kid, but I eat it now. And I don't know, maybe that's our secret to staying young. I don't know. Again, we don't have any evidence, like scientific evidence, if ingesting collagen actually will do anything for your skin. But that's hot right now. A little bit of a weird one for me. Another one, okay, veggie snacks. And I might have mentioned this one earlier. You know how you see there's a lot of the veggie snacks that are like snap peas and they become chips. So we're gonna see more and more of those now. And then the last one I want to talk about is nut and seed butters, but ones that are like so different from your traditional cashew butter or your almond butter. So things like pumpkin seed butter is another one, as well as watermelon seed butter, which is another thing I find funny because in my Chinese New Year video, and you can check that one out, I don't know, somewhere later on, maybe up here. One of the things we like to eat in our togetherness tray is we like to eat these watermelon seeds, and they represent like fertility and they're red. So now that's a thing now too, another thing that's trendy. But I guess because we are moving more plant-based, this is one of the things that we'll be seeing more and more now. I hope it was nice to listen to some of these things from my perspective, not just as a registered dietitian, but like an East Asian registered dietitian, and how I see food and my interpretation of things. If you have any comments or you disagree with me on any of these different food trends I talked about, please leave me a comment below and tell me what you think. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more, and I will see you again soon.